I'm Eric Loy, and welcome to Eric Loy Interviews. On this podcast, we talk to folks from the VTuber community about their channels, their talents, their stories, where they come from, and their plans for the future. I'd like to welcome Ang2lwolf to the program. Hi.
Hi, hello.
Please introduce yourself to everybody.
My name is Ang2lwolf. I go by Angel. I'm a variety wolf VTuber on Twitch. I'm a professional little guy and gremlin.
There's got to be somebody that's a pro at it.
Exactly, and who better than me?
When did you get started streaming?
I think it was about 2 years ago.
Mhm.
Yeah, about 2 years ago, because I was watching a lot of TikToks during COVID time because,
Yeah.
what else can you do?
Yeah, not much.
And I got on the VTuber rabbit hole and I was like, wow, this is just so cool. And I remember texting my friends and being like, man, I want to be like digital on the internet. And now I am.
Yeah.
So dreams
Yeah.
come true.
Yes, absolutely. And looks like you got off to a pretty good start.
Yeah, it's been really fun. I've met a lot of really cool people.
Yeah. Was it tough for you to jump in feet first into this, or was it easy for you to make a transition to going online like this?
I mean, I think it was not super difficult because I guess I've spent a lot of my time just like playing games with my friends and stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, quite frankly, as someone who has a relatively feminine sounding voice, I've gotten a lot of crap from people already, so I'm kind of used to it. So I was like, how bad could it be?
Yeah. Well, it's a fine sounding voice. Yeah, when you got started, and who was it that kind of inspired you to do it? Was there any particular VTuber that caught your eye and said, "Yeah, I can do that"?
I was watching this VTuber named Naya. She's a Fox VTuber.
Mm-hmm.
And saw her series on TikTok about like different pride flags and stuff, and I was like, wow, that's so fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then I like went over to her Twitch and I was like, oh, well, this is so cool. And she was just so nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. So I got a PNG first, which I highly recommend if you want to start streaming. Please do not immediately pour thousands of dollars into a model. They are so expensive.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I got a PNG first, and then I was in my little PNG tuber era, and I got approached by this absolutely wonderful queen of a person named Suzupoi. I love her so much.
Mm-hmm.
Who was like, oh my god, you're so cute. I want to make a model for you to practice.
So you kind of fell into the rabbit hole.
I did. I fell head first, and it's awesome.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. And so what do you like to stream? What type of games do you like to go on with?
I try to play a lot of everything, but it's really kind of what I'm obsessing over
Mm-hmm.
in that moment.
Yeah.
I've forced a lot of people to watch Overwatch. I know it's a cringe game, but I grew up with it, so I love it. Currently, I'm in a Stardew Valley hole because the update just came out for 1.6.
Oh, I know that.
And
It pains me so much. I've got I've got 30 save files of Stardew
I
Valley.
know. I'm playing 2 farms actively, and every single time I swap between them, I'm like, wait, what am I doing? I get so confused.
I'm staying away from it for the moment because I'm doing other things, because otherwise it will just take up days of my life.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, it's such a great this update changes a lot of things.
That's so good. It's so fun.
Yeah, I'm just keeping that on the horizon as I do other things. But with that, Stardew Valley seems to be a game that you can stream, and people will tune in and watch, and also be a comfort game at the same time.
Oh, it's so comforting. It's so fun.
Yeah. What other games do you like to stream?
I really like roguelikes.
Mm-hmm.
I've played too much Hades. I started playing Balatro, I think is how you pronounce it. I honestly have no idea. The like poker roguelike.
Okay, and what's that all about?
It's kind of like you're playing poker hands,
Mhm.
but your goal is to beat like the small blind and the big blind and like the big boss that has a special ability. But you're
Ah,
collecting jokers that like give you buffs. So like you can make your like flushes worth more points.
huh. Okay, so it's it's a collection type of game, but you want to you there's strategy involved with it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Sounds a little like this game I play all the time called Luck Be a Landlord. Um,
Is-
it kind of involves like a slot machine type of thing rather than cards, but there are buffs that you pick up, and unfortunately, I'm so addicted on it, it's now on my phone and my computer, and every 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 downtime moment at work, I've got that thing going. But those types of games can get really addicting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they can.
Angel says knowingly, yes, they can.
They absolutely are. I'm the first one to say it.
So going online and meeting people, was that easy for you?
Um, I mean, it's so funny how you meet people online. I tell my mom about like all my friends and she's like, I don't understand any of this. And I'm like, that really makes sense because I made my first VTuber friend on Twitter because they were like, hey, oh my God, I'm a VTuber. And I was like, no way, me too. And that was really
Yeah.
it.
And you're able to go on and collaborate with people, and that takes a different type of interaction. Sometimes I imagine it just doesn't mesh well, but so far
Oh,
so good for
100%.
you.
I love collabing with my friends. I think you interviewed one of my friends, Sin. I
Oh
think
yeah,
was your first interview.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That was she's number one, and spoiler alert, yeah, interview number 100 is coming up. So
I know I might be seeing you again. I'm not
yeah,
gonna lie.
yeah, might happen. Something might happen. So just keep it out there. But yeah, she's wonderful, and she's a lot of fun to watch. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, I play with her all the time.
yeah. I tune in and you're on there with it. Keep you youngins have too much you're too fast for the old man to keep up with. But it's so much fun to see people online enjoying themselves and being with each other and not even being in the same state or country or half of the planet.
Yeah, that is the thing that I really like. I like being able to meet a lot of different people and hanging out with them when I usually would not be able to,
Hmm.
because I don't live where they do, and I wouldn't have met them otherwise.
So, have you always been a person who likes to perform for people, or are you one of those folks who were introverted before you found this stuff?
I think it really depends.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up doing a lot of like music performance stuff because I'm a big music fan.
Mm-hmm. But
But if I'm with my friends, I kind of don't shut up. But if you put me in a big group of people I don't know, I will not say anything.
mm,
I will just happily sit in the corner and hope you have a dog.
yeah, that's what happens with me in family gatherings. Hey, there's a cat.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
I am the first person to be like, "Wait, I heard that you have a cat or a dog, and I would like to be their new best friend now, please."
But what instruments do you play?
I play the ukulele,
Oh,
the viola.
oh gosh.
Can stumble my way through guitar.
It's and it's not lots of stringed instruments, but
Yeah.
yeah, you can't get much different than a ukulele and a viola.
I mean, they're kind of the same size.
Yeah,
So
yeah. They're much the same size. You can carry a viola all over the place with you and jump into any um any uh backwoods band and play viola for. But so did was it? Which one did you start playing first?
I actually started with piano because my mom was like, I'm not gonna let you learn a musical instrument until you know how to read music.
Mm.
So I took piano for I think 3 to 4 years. I remember nothing. I was like 7. And then I
Yeah,
played guitar for like 3 to 4 years. And then I played the drums for like half a year.
good gravy.
Uh, I joined orchestra in middle school.
Ah.
Uh, and my brother got a ukulele for Christmas, and then I stole it.
So here you're playing all these classical instruments, and it said, "Hey, ukulele."
Yeah, well, I was like, oh my God, I know how to play guitar. This is smaller. It'll be easier because I have small hands. And it was.
Yeah.
So
Well, a lot of folks that's kind of picking up now. The ukulele is picking up a little bit.
I think
Um,
it's a fun instrument.
yeah, people can keep it at home and play around with it, and you can play a whole song with just chords,
Hmm.
or you can learn how to pick it, and then you really got something going there. Um, so is there going to be some music on your streams anytime?
If I figure it out,
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
am only limited by my computer abilities.
Oh man, it's so not only are you a bubbly personality on the net and here, but you're also an artiste as well.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Art is so fun. All
So
forms of art.
yeah, so do you do the traditional art too?
I did my emotes that I have,
Yeah.
most of them, except for like the animated ones. I didn't do those. I take no credit for that.
Mm. So do you work on your emotes on stream?
No, because I haven't figured out how to connect my iPad to my computer and not
Uh,
have it drop every 20 minutes, and
mm,
that is too frustrating to deal with.
yeah, that would be extremely frustrating. So
So I gave up.
are you self-taught as far as that goes?
Yeah, pretty much.
So I'm getting this idea that I could point you towards something and you're going to figure out how to do it.
I mean, I have nothing if not the audacity that I have Google and YouTube.
Oh, well, hey, that's great because obviously you're able to do a lot of things, very versatile, and the personality to keep it up too. That's something else, and that works well for this medium because you can go on
Oh
and
yeah.
be diverse and you get lots of people, different people in your audience.
I feel really bad, but sometimes I try to like sit in other people's streams and I get so bored. I got the Zoomer brain rot. I need the constant attention.
Well, now that's something I haven't asked anybody yet. Is now that you're on stream and doing your own thing, and even with your collaborations with people, but now that you're doing your own, can you effectively enjoy somebody else on stream?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, you're not you're not
I,
you're not picking things
I
apart.
oh no. I mean like sometimes,
Hmm.
you're a little judgmental but I mean yesterday I was watching my friend stream a game I've wanted him to play for so long.
Hmm.
And I literally just sat there and watched him play the game the whole time.
You
It
weren't
was great.
you weren't vibrating trying to get into it.
Oh no. I
Yeah,
was just happy to watch someone enjoy something. I love watching streams. I think if you're a streamer and you don't like watching streams, you're doing something wrong.
yeah, yeah. It seems like you've got to really love what you're doing and it to get the most experience out of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hobby, I think, for a lot of people, except for like the select few where it is their full-time job. I am not one of those people.
Hmm. Stupid life
So,
getting in the way.
oh yeah, this stupid like college classes making me do homework and study and stuff.
This should be your homework. I mean, you're basically you're well. I mean, let's face it. You're putting together an entertainment channel. You're doing the programming. You're bringing an audience. You're networking. Even as a hobby, you're almost running a business.
Yeah,
So I think that should count toward college credit. Go ahead and
I'll let my professors
yeah,
know.
let them know that an old radio guy said that said
We're
it,
like,
it,
listen, I know that you want me to take this chemistry exam, but I did this stream over the weekend, so
yeah,
like
just show them like, look, Stardew Valley. There's chemistry in here. There's magic for crying out loud. Oh, I can do
Yeah,
it.
it's like basically chemistry.
Yeah, that's right. So when you're online with folks and whether it's just streaming or by yourself or with someone else, I kind of get the feeling you'd rather be in a collaboration. Is that true?
I mean, yeah, I like hanging out with my friends, but sometimes I also just want to chill.
Hmm. Yeah, that's the Stardew Valley stream. Although, do you like Stardew Valley with other people or by yourself or both?
I like it with other people because then they can do the things I don't like.
And what?
I hate the farming.
Oh,
It bores me so much. I want to do the silly little animals. I want to fish. I want to go to the mines and
yeah.
fight things. I don't want to water my plants.
What about getting the husband or wife?
That's okay.
That's kind of awkward sometimes. Like,
I like the fact that Shane gets you blue chickens. That's my favorite part about him.
so you go for the blue chickens
Yeah,
as far as goes. Me,
I,
I always end up with Maru sometimes because
she's fun.
she kind of gives you good stuff every once in a while.
Yeah, I like getting the story and being friends with everyone,
Hmm.
but
Yeah.
I don't know. I got my blue chickens. I'm good, Shane. See you later.
The so do you use any mods with Stardew Valley?
I don't. My friend that I play with has like an information mod where it'll like tell him how many days crops have left and stuff.
Yeah.
But I just haven't downloaded any mods. But I don't ever look at anyone weird because they play with mods.
No, I mean it just means they're still playing the game.
Yeah.
I mean it's been out there for a while now. It's not a new game, but he keeps making it new.
No, Concerned Ape is incredible.
Yeah, and I'm wondering whether we're ever going to see that second game of his.
I think we are, but he is just one guy working real hard.
The Haunted Chocolatier looks like it's going to be good. A little bit like Stardew Valley, but not quite. But he does
I
this.
know the art style's the same.
Yeah, but then he goes and puts out an entirely new, basically another cover of Stardew Valley, so you could have to start over again. And you're like, when are you going to work on this other game? It's something else. So, what is your goal? What would you really like to do this year on your channel?
Ooh. Um, that's a really good question that I have to think about now.
Every once in a while, I throw out a stumper.
I think what I really like and really like seeing is I like when my viewers are higher. It makes me feel good, big number.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I would love to figure out how to do music covers. I think that is definitely a dream for this year.
Mm-hmm. So you're gonna want to get. We're going to hear your singing voice. Is that what we're going to do?
If I can figure it out, you
Mm.
know.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you want to do it, but you want to do it right.
Yeah, I don't want to just like throw something together. I'd rather do it well
Mm-hmm. And,
than
and
than do like I don't know, just a mediocre job.
yeah, it's tough for people who like myself who have absolutely no singing ability whatsoever. I haven't hit a note on purpose since 1989. Um, and it's tough for us to realize that there are some people who can sing, but then there's also getting over that little mountain of singing for other people. Uh, there's a big traverse there to go from one to the other. Have you found that easy since you've basically been a musician for a long time?
Oh, it terrifies me every time.
Mm,
It's absolutely terrifying.
mm. Yeah.
I
How do you get over that?
I I mean, I just kind of do it.
Mm.
I will be up there literally like with my hand shaking, but I'll do it anyway.
Close your eyes and jump in.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It's like the monkey brain fear.
oh Lord. You're talking to a guy who has extreme fears of height and stuff like that, and just that's, I even used jumping in, and that scared me just by saying it. But to have the courage to do that and realize that sometimes your feedback isn't necessarily going to be good. Do you worry about that going in, or is it just hold your nose and go?
I think I have accepted the fact that not everyone will like me, and I've made some people not like me in the 2 years I've been doing this.
I just from talking to you and interacting on the net, I don't know how that's possible.
I make some people mad, and I'm okay with that. Not everyone has to like me. But when someone doesn't like me for a really stupid reason, I think it is the funniest thing ever.
That is pretty funny. You realize that they're not actually, their deck only has 37 cards to start with, so it isn't gonna you're not really losing anything in that process.
I think that's an important thing to understand just for life.
Yeah. Well, I'm being very serious here. You're such a positive and upbeat personality. I don't know how I think at this point, being angry at you would be like being angry at Bambi. How in the world could you possibly? Is it because you're too fun to be around?
That's what I'm saying. I personally think I'm pretty great. I'm not gonna name names or go into details because that's really messed up, and I hate to trash someone. Yeah. But I did make someone very upset because I am a fierce defender of my friends.
Oh, well, that I can see.
And that made this person upset, and we don't get along, and I'm okay with that.
No, so basically, what you're saying is you're a pretty good person to have around.
I hope so. I hope that I'm fun to have around.
Well, you're fun to talk to, that's for sure. And your streams are fun, and anybody who gets a chance to watch what you're doing, listen to what you're doing in the future, they're going to get a really big treat. And also check out the collaborations as well, because some of those folks you collaborate with are really, really goofy.
They're so silly. I love them so much.
Again, folks, look out for episode 100 coming up. Just a little
dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, little cliffhanger there. Hey, thank you so much for coming on. First of all, I got to ask you before we take off, what's next for you? Have you got something on the horizon that's next?
I guess I'll have to tune in for episode 100 for that. Is really what's next.
Yeah, that's coming up.
But I kind of just keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Hang out. I'm excited to stream more this summer.
Yeah, you'll get a chance to do that, and folks will get a great experience. We're gonna have your links coming up in the description for the interview, but please come back again.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for listening to Eric Loy Interviews. Join us again next time when we talk to another member of the always interesting VTuber community.